If you have been keeping up with the scheduling shifts, you already know that Beyond the Gates is taking a brief hiatus from new episodes during the week of June 29 to July 3, but the network is not leaving us empty-handed. On Tuesday, June 30, we are being treated to a highly anticipated rebroadcast of the monumental May 20 episode. Let's be real for a second. Of all the episodes they could have chosen to rerun, this specific broadcast is a masterclass in soap opera storytelling. It is the exact moment where the glittering high society of Fairmont Crest violently collided with the gritty, blood-soaked underworld of the plasma ring. Why is this episode so crucial? Because it changed the trajectory of almost every major character on the canvas. We are talking about the ultimate sacrifice, the shattering of young love, the triumph of the underdog, and the birth of a sinister new scheme. Let us start with the most heartbreaking moment of the hour. The death of Derek Baldwin. If you did not shed a tear when Derek threw himself in the line of fire to save his best friend, Jacob Hawthorne, you might need to check your pulse. This was not just a random casualty. This was a beautifully tragic culmination of a storyline that had been building for months. Derek was a hero in every sense of the word, and his split-second decision to take that bullet for Jacob was a cinematic masterpiece of television tragedy. But the fallout is where the real psychological warfare begins. Derek's sudden and violent departure from this world has left a gaping hole in the community, but no one is feeling that agonizing void more than Ashley Morgan. And let us talk about Ashley's reaction because it is raw, it is real, and it is entirely justified. Grief does strange things to the human mind, but Ashley's grief has rapidly mutated into pure, unfiltered hatred directed at one person, Grayson Perez. Is Ashley wrong to blame Grayson? Think about it. Grayson is the one who lied. Grayson is the one who manipulated the situation by telling Derek that Ashley was in danger. That single calculated lie is what sent Derek running into that warehouse. It is what put him directly in the crosshairs of the plasma ring's deadly crossfire. Grayson might not have pulled the trigger, but he absolutely loaded the gun. This is exactly why the relationship between Ashley and Grayson has completely disintegrated. Ashley fundamentally refuses to even look at Grayson after Derek's funeral. She is drowning in her sorrow, and every time she sees Grayson's face, all she sees is the reason her former love is lying in a casket. Can you blame her? She is convinced that all this chaos, all this bloodshed stems directly from Grayson's toxic orbit. But the brilliance of this episode lies in its stark contrast. While Derek was bleeding out on the cold, unforgiving floor of a criminal warehouse, a completely different kind of drama was unfolding under the sparkling chandeliers of the country club. The cotillion. Amidst the tragedy, we witnessed a moment of pure, unadulterated triumph as Samantha Richardson was officially crowned. And let us take a moment to appreciate the sheer elegance of her routine with Donnell McBride. Their dance was not just a performance, it was a statement. Samantha brought an immense level of honor to the Richardson-Smith family, but her victory represents something much deeper for the viewers. It proved that in a town obsessed with pedigree and old money, true glory and grace cannot be bought. Her background, her struggles, and her class status did not dictate her destiny on that dance floor. She fought, she practiced, and she earned that crown. It was a beautiful reminder that anyone can rise to the top if they are willing to put in the work. And speaking of the younger generation, we cannot ignore the sneaky hormone-fueled subplot happening in the shadows of the cotillion. While Samantha was claiming her crown and Derek was losing his life, Tyrell and Jessica were busy sneaking off to have sex. This first-time milestone is such a classic soap trope, but placing it in this specific episode was a stroke of genius. It highlights the innocence and the urgent, messy reality of teenage life operating in a completely separate bubble from the life and death stakes of the adults. Tyrell thought he had it all figured out, completely oblivious to the fact that his family and his town were being ripped apart by violence just a few miles away. Now, let us shift gears and talk about the adults, because the psychological chess game between Vanessa McBride and Joey Armstrong is reaching a boiling point. Vanessa is a smart woman. She is observant, she is intuitive, and she knows when she is being played. During this episode, we see her directly confront Joey about the plasma ring shooting. How did he know about it? Why was he the one to inform her? Joey, in his classic stoic fashion, refuses to give her a straight answer. He claims he is keeping his mouth shut to protect her, to keep her out of the dangerous crossfire. But is that the whole truth? Absolutely not. Joey is a master manipulator. Vanessa is falling deeper and deeper into his world, blinded by her love for him. She is actively choosing to step into the shadows, completely unaware of the monsters lurking in the dark. And oh, the monsters are real. What Vanessa does not know is that Joey is hiding secrets that would instantly destroy their relationship. First, he is actively concealing the fact that his own sister, Heather Armstrong, is the notorious impaler orchestrating the entire plasma ring syndicate. But even more devastating than that, Joey is hiding his direct involvement in the death of Doug McBride. Yes, Vanessa's ex. Yes, Deanna's father. This is where the storyline transitions from dramatic to deeply disturbing. Joey claims that Vanessa has changed him. He claims that his love for her makes him want to be a better man. But if that were true, would he be building their entire future on a foundation of lies and blood? He knows that if Vanessa ever discovers the truth about Doug, she will walk away and never look back. So, he doubles down. He protects his secrets at all costs, which brings us to the most sinister twist of all, the Deanna factor. Deanna McBride has been a thorn in Joey's side since day one. She refuses to accept his relationship with her mother. She actively opposes him at every turn. And honestly, Deanna is the only person in Fairmont Crest who is seeing clearly right now. She does not hate Joey just because she wants her mother to be single. She hates Joey because her instincts are screaming that he is a dangerous, toxic, bad man. Deanna senses the darkness in him, and she is desperately trying to pull her mother out of the quicksand before she drowns. But Joey is not a man who takes opposition lightly. If someone stands in his way, he eliminates the threat. In the upcoming episodes, we are going to see Joey make a move that proves exactly how sick and twisted he truly is. He is going to order his henchman, Randy Parker, to target Deanna. Let that sink in for a moment. Joey's orchestrating a mission where Randy's sole objective is to manipulate, control, and potentially seduce Deanna, all to keep her occupied and neutralize her as a threat to his relationship with Vanessa. He is weaponizing his own muscle against his girlfriend's daughter. It is a level of sociopathy that is genuinely chilling. How can a man look Vanessa in the eyes, tell her he loves her, and then secretly plot to destroy her daughter's life just to maintain his grip on power? This is the genius of Beyond the Gates. They give us the romance, they give us the grand gestures, but they always remind us that the devil wears a very expensive suit. Joey's actions regarding Deanna are going to set off a chain reaction that will eventually blow up in his face. You cannot play God with people's lives and expect to walk away clean. When Vanessa eventually finds out, and in soap operas, they always find out the explosion is going to be biblical, will she forgive him because she is too far gone? Or will the revelation about Doug's death and the manipulation of Deanna finally snap her out of her Joey-induced trance? This rebroadcast of the May 20 episode is not just filler. It is a vital reminder of the stakes. It shows us the exact moment the dominoes started falling. Derek's death set Ashley on a path of vengeance and grief. Samantha's victory set a new standard for her family. Terrell's night with Jessica marked the end of his innocence. And Vanessa's questioning of Joey marked the beginning of her descent into the criminal underworld. If you missed it the first time, or if you just want to experience the heartbreak and the tension all over again, you absolutely cannot miss this rerun. It is the perfect setup for the explosive new episodes coming our way in July. The board is set, the pieces are moving, and the collateral damage is going to be massive. What do you guys think? Is Ashley justified in her hatred for Grayson, or is she just looking for a scapegoat for her grief? And how long do you think Joey can keep his dark secrets hidden from Vanessa before Deanna exposes him to the light? This is a ticking time bomb, and we are all just waiting for the timer to hit 0.